Welcome, Kaylin.
Thank you.
I'm so happy, Kaylin. Thank you for sharing that. And Mary, before we kind of go live too, do you want to quickly introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. It's not very much about me, but I could say some words about me. I've been swimming like my whole life as well. I had joined Special Olympics for the nationals, also for international as well. And I think I got third in the world for the international.
Oh, congratulations!
So I'm training to be I have a coach now, so it actually helps me to get better for swimming and for me to get to go across the world and swim, because that's what my favorite thing to do. I'll say that swimming is my passion.
That is awesome. And I know I read a little bit about you, Mary, on Instagram in the past week or so. And I'm so happy too that you guys could jump on with us. Typically, we also have, I was going to say, another athlete from USA Down syndrome swimming that joins us every week. I believe it's Chris, right? I could be
Luke.
That's right. Luke that joins with us. He might be popping in later too. So definitely thank you guys for hopping on. And I was gonna say we'll do a real quick recap, and then Diane will take it from there to for our kind of third session of our Michael Phelps sessions. So definitely within the last kind of 2 weeks or so, this will be our third session that we've been going back and forth with the I'm Healthy and I'm Successful lessons. And I know Diane knows a little bit more in terms of the other kind of lessons that are offered within their program, but really trying to, during this time, to help athletes that could be able to do a few things out of the pool to get them ready for training. So things that we might not think about on a regular basis, but are equally as important as to when they are in the water and they start their training and practice in competing. So during this kind of downtime area, and definitely as a lot of our athletes are out of the pool because of COVID protocols, we wanted to be able to help them in a way to be able to release these resources and these lessons to them. So again, I know Robin quickly introduced herself as one of our Special Olympics main coaches, our swim coach. Andrea, do you want to do a quick hello before Diane takes it away?
Everyone, I'm Andrea Lee. I also work with Diane and Robin with the Michael Phelps Foundation. And it certainly sounds like Kaylin and Mary are twins with being amazing swim athletes and coaches. So welcome.
I love it. Yes. If anything, these sessions too have been great for networking with our athletes and really kind of coming down to a common ground of being able to like, wow, this is an athlete in Maine and this is an athlete in like Florida that have so many similarities. So it's awesome to be able to connect you guys together too. But I will take a step back. Diane, as always, I can share my screen if we need to share any of the lessons. Typically, we run this until about 6:10, 6:15 as Diane hops off and actually goes to coach. So Diane, feel free, take it away.
Okay, well, welcome Terry and Mary and Kaylin. And Luke thought he was going to be on, so I don't know what's happened with him. And then was it James that was with us last week? Yeah. Okay. And he's not going to be with us tonight. Okay. But anyway, for Terry and Mary, I'm going to give you a really, really brief bit about the Michael Phelps Foundation. Is that in 2009, when Michael got his first bonus, he started his own foundation. And in his foundation, he also joined forces with Kids Health and Michael Phelps Swimming. Now, Michael Phelps Swimming is different than Michael Phelps Foundation. So the swimming part is actually a for-profit business that he runs that teaches a lot of the same levels of swimming as we do in the foundation, but it has a different, I guess, whatever you would call it, marketing area. So anyway, the program totally encourages a healthy and active lifestyle through health and wellness education and water safety courses, recreational pool activities, and swim training. The IM program is named after Michael's favorite event. And what do you think that is, Mary?
Butterfly. Sorry.
Well, anyway, what's Michael's favorite event? Do you know what that is? That he swims the best, I think, of anybody in the world.
Ever.
I do.
All right, who wants to answer that? Kaylin?
I do.
Okay,
Butterfly.
Butterfly. Well, Butterfly is, but IM was named after his.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Yes,
The,
the visual medley. So anyway,
sorry.
yeah, and also IM is, it talks about you, like I am strong, I am healthy, I am fast. So, there's, the individual medley requires a lot of resilience and versatility. And so those characteristics he's carrying through with the IM. I have been with the foundation since it started. And anyway, it has components, and in order to run any of the components, a coach has to be trained in the programming. And the first basically bubble, we call them bubbles, is the Learn to Swim program. And the Learn to Swim program is taking whatever age we're starting, 6 months with babies, and then on up is teaching someone how to swim. Then another bubble that we have is called the IM Fun, and where we use games and create it's practicing, it creates a fun environment, but it breaks the monotony down of, practice, swimming laps. So the IM playing is playing water games to break up the monotony of creating a fun environment that fosters continued development of swim skills. Then we get to IM Fast. And so with the foundation, Michael supports Boys and Girls Club and Special Olympics through his water safety program. Special Olympics focuses more on IM Fast, thank you, Robin, for the benefit of that's where the swimmers are. They're all competitive swimmers. So the IM Fast training regimen, which is coordinated to further potential of each swimmer. And that's a really goal that we want to do. Also further the base knowledge of the coaches. We want to raise the bar for the coaches, and we also want to raise the bar for the athletes. Then we have another bubble called I Am Healthy. And I Am Healthy presents the basics of healthy living, which includes good eating habits, stress management, good mental health, and physical activity. Very, very important. We added the mental health piece a couple years ago and really have been stressing that. Before we were mostly talking about healthy lifestyles, exercise, diet, and that. And now we've touched a lot on mental health. The mental health piece has been used on a pretty strong basis with a lot of our coaches during this COVID shutdown. And then the last bubble is I Am Successful. And this offers a way to set goals, develop a plan, and work towards achievement based on Michael's Dream Plan Reach philosophy. And that's what we're going to touch on tonight. And so Robin's holding that up again. We have this great manual that the coaches work for. And we are in the works of redoing it. It's been this wonderful work on progress, and we just can't seem to get it right, so we have to keep redoing it. But it is what it is. So anyway, let me get back here.
Is there some way we could get a copy of that swimming coaching manual that I could give Mary's coach? Or is that something you can get on the Phelps Foundation?
No, we don't. We can give you kind of an overview of the programming, and we can do that. To give the manual would mean then that you've been trained in it, but we can give you an overview of the programming that's kind of broken down what each of the bubbles is doing, and what our objectives are for our coaches and athletes on the outcomes of the program. So we can do that for you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, and then I'll get with Lauren, and possibly she can give me mailing address and information on that with you. Okay, or we can email it out. So, all right. So anyway, I want to say hello to all you guys. It's good to see everybody. you know, back again, and also some new faces, which is wonderful. I've been really anxious to see everyone. I had some conversations with Luke and Luke's mother last week, which was really fun. We've gotten to know each other a little bit more, and that's really great. My phone, my computer, email is always open to reach out to me. So if you want to do that, White, I guess Kaylin we were even talking a little bit today. She asked me how I was, and I said, fabulous. So anyway, the past 2 weeks, we've really had a lot of fun, and I've learned something from each of the athletes that have attended. You know, you guys, you know, share things, and I learned something from you. So I really appreciate it. On our first meeting, our Zoom meeting, we talked about a healthy diet. Many of you shared what you ate. And we learned that all of you are a healthy eating group. And Mary, I'm sure you're a healthy eating person too, because you look very healthy. But I was pleasantly surprised with Kaylin and Luke at how well they do eat. And they eat very, very appropriately and very, very nutritiously. So anyway, but I want to review a little bit of what we did 2 weeks ago. And so anyway, people always say eat healthy, but what does that mean? Have that bag of potato chips or that candy. Fruits, vegetables, protein that consists of lean meat, chicken, fish, eggs.
She froze.
That consists.
I was gonna say, I think we might have lost. Oh, there you are. Perfect.
You lost me for a bit? Oh
Just
my.
a moment. You're back though.
Okay. My trees are blooming, so I will tell you this gets to be a problem. I sometimes have to stand in the middle of my lane and with my computer. That's how bad it is, because I don't have any trees in my lane. So, okay, I'm back. That's good to know. So eating healthy means not eating too much foods that have a lot of fat and sugar. Eating healthy means eating the right amount, not too much or too little. Healthy foods keep our body and mind working at their best. A healthy body works well. It has the energy we need to do what we want to do. During the first session, we made a short list of some not so healthy foods. If any of you remember. Oh, there I go again. Am I gone? Am I back? Is that me?
Oh, you're good.
I'm good now. Okay. It just popped up and said I had a weak internet signal. So anyway, on this short list, the athletes that were in attendance, which is Luke and Kaylin, they talked about potato chips and other salty snacks aren't good to eat, cookies, cakes, candy, and soda. Short list, but those are things we talked about. And then we asked ourselves, why should we not eat these foods as often as, you know, and that is because they do not give our body the nutrients it needs, because they will not keep us feeling full and energized. So that's, you know, it in a nutshell, along because they are high calories and fat, which can cause weight gain and make us unhealthy. I think COVID's been bad for a lot of us. I think a lot of us have kind of ended up eating maybe not so good foods. So, and maybe some of us have been really good and been eating healthy foods. I've been on the side where I haven't eaten real well. So let's constantly remind ourselves that we should eat 5 or more servings of fruits and vegetables each day. We should eat a variety of healthy foods, and we should limit not so healthy foods. So anyway, so tonight we're going to talk about snack healthy. You know, we all love snacks, right? Oh, I love snacks. It's our way to keep going and stay energized between meals. We need to plan our snacks as we do our healthy meals. Like our meals and our portion plates, areas for protein, starches, vegetables, and fruits. Snacks need to be extra nutritious and include 2 or more food groups in them. Many of us eat more of our daily calories in snacks, so healthy snacking is a way to provide our bodies with more nutrients. So, can I show a hands of who gets hungry around 3 o'clock? Does anybody have that? Yeah, I'm going to put both my hands up. Looks like we do. And so, you're hungry. Would you choose potato chips or popcorn? What do you think, Mary? If you're hungry, what would you choose there? Potato chips or popcorn?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Good choice. All right, Kaylin, this one's for you. you are really hungry and it's getting close to the time to head to the pool, would you choose cookies or a half a sandwich?
I would do half a sandwich.
Good. Boy, you girls are
Mhm.
smart. We'll see how Robin does here. You are really thirsty. Would you choose a soda or a glass of milk?
A glass of chocolate milk.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you do that. That sounds good. Oh, I haven't had chocolate milk in a long time. Well, you know, you all had good answers. And so anyway, so we're going to kind of go back to question 1. Between the potato chips and popcorn, of course, Mary picked the popcorn. And chips, you know, chips have a lot of calories and fat, and they do not have vitamins and nutrients that our body needs. You know, they taste really good. So we eat one, you know how they say you can't just eat one. Really, with potato chips, you can't. And so you just keep eating them. And there's nothing good about that. It just adds calories. And, you know, and they don't contain any fiber. And it just really makes us, you know, overeat. So choosing popcorn, light popcorn, you know, it has fiber, and eating, you know, a cup of popcorn, it's amazing how that will make you feel full because of the fiber. Then the same goes for a cookie and a half a sandwich. We pick the half, Kaylin's picked the half a sandwich. You know, we go to cookies, you know, we all love cookies. They are really, really good, but boy, they've got all kinds of the wrong things in them. You know, it's hard to make a healthy cookie, right? So, you know, and they have a lot of calcium. Sometimes they'll have some fiber in them, and they'll have some nutrients, but not at the level that a half a sandwich would. So when you're doing a sandwich, stick with your whole grain bread, and then put peanut butter, turkey, or ham on it, which are good sources of protein and nutrients. And it'll give you energy that you need for practice. And, you know, I know everybody needs energy with some practice. Been there, done that. And you really get hungry, and after practice, you are starving. Soda versus chocolate milk. Very good. Same story. Soda has no nutrients and can have lots of calories. Milk has protein and other nutrients, including calcium, which we need to build and maintain our strong bones. So now we're going to go to, did anyone complete the snack design for you handouts? Kaylin, did you do yours?
My snack, no.
No, you didn't. Did Andrea or Robin, did you by chance just do one real quick?
I did some with some athletes over last week.
Okay. So, Lauren, could you put up that handout on the screen, and we'll just kind of do this ourselves together as a group.
Absolutely.
Okay.
To answer your
There you go.
question, I have been trying to make it a mental choice of choosing like carrots and hummus. You know, and
Yeah.
I do love cookies. You know, so I have been trying
You know,
good choices like that. And pack a lunch.
yeah,
as-
you know, it's hard. Oh, yeah, packing a lunch, you know, really can help because, you know, you have a tendency to overeat when you have to buy a lunch, or, you know, or whatever, eat the cafeteria. We pick too much. Okay, so here is this healthy snack lesson. And anyway, we're talking about, we have the, is that somebody on? I didn't
We
know
have
if somebody
someone
else
just
joined.
joining. Yeah, no worries though. Keep rolling, Diane.
Oh, okay. So anyway, this lesson is kind of designed for you to make a snack, okay, and a healthy snack. So across the top, you see fruit, vegetable, whole grains, low-fat dairy, and protein. Those are our 5 food groups. Underneath it, there is a selection of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, low-fat dairy, and protein. Now, you can add to the fruit column, you can add to the vegetable column, you can add to the whole grain column and the dairy thing and the protein, but this is just a sample. You may not like any of the fruits on this sheet, but you love, I don't know, whatever else isn't on here. I don't know, something. Watermelon. Watermelon's not on here. If you like watermelon, you can substitute watermelon into it. So anyway, in the fruit column, Mary or Kaylin, can you pick something there that you would like to put in your snack?
I can't see this. Oh, wait, hold on. For snack, I would go
And
with,
you're just looking at the fruit column.
oh, fruit,
Yeah.
mango.
Mango, okay. All right, Mary, can you see this lesson on your screen?
Mhm.
Okay, now in the vegetable column, what would you pick out of the vegetable column that you would like to eat? A carrot,
Celery.
celery, okay, good. And then Andrea, whole grains, what would you like there?
I am all about the pretzels.
Pretzels, okay. All right, Robin, low-fat dairy.
Cheese.
Cheese, yeah, my favorite. All right, and Lauren, a protein.
Oh boy, I might have to pass this off to Luke. Luke, I know you're on tonight. Can you pick a protein for us? What's that? What's a protein?
I'm a huge fan of beans.
Oh, a
Beans.
bean.
Love it.
Okay, good. Okay, so out of this, you can create a snack with all of these items, or you can create a snack with 2 of these items. All right. So say maybe you don't have one of these items and you would like to have mango and pretzels for a snack, but you don't have any pretzels. See if you can go to the store and buy that missing item. And then the next time you make a snack, add, mangoes and pretzels together, and you've got a crunchy thing and then a soft, very flavorful piece of fruit as mangoes. So when you really look at this, it makes it really simple if you're having trouble trying to come up with a snack. But by looking at this chart, it helps you design a snack. And then as you see, you're fulfilling the groups. So, yeah. All right. So you can take that down now, Lauren.
Awesome. Diane, I have one quick question, and this could be a question for you, for our coaches that are on, or athletes. But what do you recommend before going in the water and maybe going for a practice, training, anything, of how much of a snack or how much of a substance you should have before you go in the water?
It kind of depends on the person. Some people can eat more than others. You would die what Michael eats before he swims. You would die if you knew what I ate when I was swimming. But most of my swimmers, I try to say, half a sandwich or a cup, a half a cup to a cup. A lot of them will eat, they'll have maybe fruit. They might have a sliced apple, maybe not the whole apple, a half an apple, and then maybe they'll have some crackers or popcorn or something added to that. Or they may have vegetables. I've got an athlete that loves tomatoes, so she'll have a little container of tomatoes. Now, to me, a tomato isn't going to make me feel very full, but she likes tomatoes. And then I've seen some eat some dairy products. A lot of times that doesn't agree with your tummy, real well when you're working really hard. Otherwise, peanut butter on crackers is really good. Hummus on crackers, hummus on vegetables. So, I kind of see things all across the board, but however, I think a lot of times with mothers, when they are racing to the pool to get their kids to the pool, usually they've got a half a sandwich and they'll come into the pool eating a half a sandwich, and most of the times it's peanut butter, but they're eating something. So does that answer that for you?
It does. Thank you, Diane. And do you know maybe what Michael has eaten before he's gone into the water? Just out of curiosity, do you have an example for us?
Well, I've seen him eat a multitude of things. I really haven't directly seen him eat something and then go into the pool, but he eats a lot. And I'm hoping maybe sometime he can share that, because my goodness, that man eats a lot of food, and he still does. He works out like crazy, and he looks fabulous, and he takes such good care of himself. But you know, when you like to eat, that's what you got to do.
Absolutely. And that's probably one thing too, before any type of training, I feel like a lot of athletes, including myself sometimes, if I'm going for a run and I say, oh my goodness, I can't eat anything before, I'm going to throw it up, you know, if I'm really exerting myself. But it's really good to know too, guys, that you need to have something in your body before you go and exert a lot of energy, whether that's in the pool, on the track, on the fields, or on a court, because you need that to be able to sustain you for that hour, for those 2 hours. So really important to get that in your body before, but definitely thank you for that, Diane.
Well, yeah, and it is important. You know, there's nothing, you know, we've all gone to practice really, really hungry. It's not fun. It's not fun. And you make it through practice and it's worse. And then when you get home, you end up eating everything in sight. And so, you know, it's just not good. And then you overeat, and that makes even things worse. So it's better to eat, you know, smaller meals, as we all know, and eat more frequently. And that helps, you know, that helps a lot with the food. So anyway, so basically tonight we've learned all food we eat, including snacks, should give our bodies the energy it needs. And you want to maintain that energy. There's the rumble of the stomach that really isn't hungry, but then there's that rumble of the stomach and you just feel hungry. You don't want to get to that point. You just always want to make sure that, you know, you're feeling energized, which means, you know, maybe frequently eating just a small snack will help give you energy. And then eating healthy snacks provides the body with additional nutrients. Nutrients are so important for us. And especially you can get that from anything in the five food groups that's showing the snacks. But then, like, you know, Luke likes beans. Beans are very, very high in all kinds of, you know, proteins and antioxidants, and, you know, just and a little bit at a time. Going forward, okay, now I kind of skipped here. So anyway, so going forward, take the step to try to eat healthy snacks that do include something from the 5 food groups, at least 2 items from the 5 food groups. Okay, now that we've talked about healthy eating, the 5 food groups, snacks, we're going to touch some on the benefits of drinking enough water. Does anybody have any questions about snacks?
I have a question really quick. My question is, I work at my parents' house from pretty much 7 to 5 every day because I take care of the horses.
Right.
And so if I'm working at the barn and everything, instead of going into the pool area, should I bring 2 snacks? Should I bring 1 snack? How many snacks should I bring to, like, plus lunch? How many snacks should I have in my daily, like, in my day is my question.
You know, Kaylin, that's a really good question. And it's hard for me to tell you what you need because, you know, you're working hard and, you know, you're probably on your feet the entire time. And as long as you've had a good breakfast, maybe mid-morning, have a little snack, maybe have an apple, maybe have, you know, a little handful of pretzels, something that, you know, nuts, you know, whatever, that you can just kind of, you know, eat real quickly without kind of breaking pace, or just taking a step back, sit down for about 5 minutes and then just have a quick snack. Then you're going to have a nice lunch, which by having something mid-morning, then you're not going to be so hungry for lunch. Then you'll eat a normal lunch. Then you maybe have a snack mid-afternoon, you know, that 3 p.m. slump that I talked about, that affects a lot of people. So you might want another snack then. And then if you're off to the pool and you've been working hard and you don't have anything to eat, you might want something, you know, a little thing else. So, you know, grab a little baggie of things, or some little containers that you can keep little snacks in. And then, you know, when you're leaving to go to the farm and that, just grab a couple of those. You may not eat them all, but you can then save those for the next day. Then you won't have to replenish that. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. So now we're going to talk about water. We're not all real good about drinking water. Some of us are better than others. And, water is very, very important to the body. Our body, contains about 60% water, which is just crazy when you think about it. Water's in our tissues. Water, there's just water all part of us. But, it's always been commonly recommended that we drink 8 glasses or 8 ounces of glass of water a day. The 8 by 8 rule. There's little science behind this being a specific rule of how much to drink to stay hydrated. But staying hydrated is important to our overall health. So I always use the idea is that I know when I start getting thirsty, obviously I'm not drinking enough water. So I need to hydrate right away, because once you're really thirsty, you are dehydrated. So it's always better to be carrying some water with you, or having water with you at work, or having water at the pool, so that you're constantly sips of water. I'm not saying you need to count that you've had 8 glasses and it's 8 ounces or whatever. Just be conscious of drinking water. There are health benefits of drinking plenty of water. If you do not stay hydrated, your physical performance can drastically be affected. And that's very, very true. You can tell when you're dehydrated and you're working hard in the pool, you just don't click. Even with running, you're running and you're just kind of off center a little bit. You're dehydrated and it's affecting you. Dehydration can really affect body temperature, especially to swimmers. If, the water, depending on pools, water can be anywhere from about 76 in really cold, pools, and they'll keep it that way, and up to 82 is the primal water temperature. It can feel cold, and it can feel cold while you're still working out. Being dehydrated affects that. So you want to make sure that you drink water when you're swimming, because that will help keep you warm. Also, you will not be really motivated, and you'll be fatigued if you're not drinking water. I've had many instances in my life where I've just become really, really tired late in the day, and I might be out doing a multitude of things outside, and it's dry out, or it's cold or whatever, and I just start getting sleepy. Uh-oh. I'm dehydrated. And so, I've got to get some water down me, and it's very, very important. Our muscles are 80% water. So when you think about that, our muscles need fluids to rejuvenate themselves and keep themselves lubricated. Our joints need it. And then, we also forget too, that when we swim, we sweat. Whoever thought, I'm in the water, how can I be sweating? But you do. Your heart's working, you've got your blood going into your body, and so you are losing water even though you're in water. So grab your water bottle, take it to the pool, and place it at your lane, and then take a drink periodically when you're stopped at the wall, before you have to start your next set or whatever you're doing. Drink some water. If you need a refill, say, hey, coach, I need to add some water to my water bottle. So be conscious of that. Please, 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 please don't put flavored drinks in your water. Drink just regular water when you're swimming. And then being dehydrated, your brain is strongly influenced by your hydration status. Even mild dehydration can impair your mood, your concentration, again, the word fatigue, brain performance, and can cause headaches. I have my daughter a lot of times suffers from headaches, and her headaches are she's not drinking enough water. Once I can keep her hydrated, we don't have headaches. So that's very, very important. And then staying hydrated can also relieve constipation. Drinking plenty of water can help you maintain a healthy weight by keeping your metabolism churning. Water keeps us going. Even mild dehydration can affect you mentally and physically. Just make sure you get enough water each day. One of the best things you can do for your overall health. Okay, does anybody have any questions at that point?
I do.
Okay, yes,
Okay, so let's say that you did a great workout
right,
and you decided to go out to eat.
right.
So when you go and you order water, which is good,
Uh-huh,
and you think, if I have this water, I could get pop two, I still have water. Have
right.
water, but still have water is the most important thing. We can still have your pop.
Correct. That's true. You can do that. You can do that. I wouldn't drink the pop as much. Try to limit your pop intake, but you can have water and pop or, whatever, but always have water. And, usually after after your swim practice, drink water while you're getting dressed. Very, very important because your body's still sweating. And so you're still losing perspiration, you're losing water from your body. And so by drinking water is going to help cool you down and also, starting to relax you and feeling recuperated. So
Yeah.
anyway, any other questions?
Hey, Diane,
No? Yeah. What?
what's pop again?
Oh gosh, soda. I tried really hard tonight, Andrea. Oh my God. I told my husband that and he just looked at me like, what are you talking about? Well, we're from the Midwest. It's pop. So when you come here and ask for soda, the waiters and waitresses look at you like, huh? So is that
I
reaction?
get that a lot.
So anyway, but now you know what pop is, Andrea.
So I have a thought.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead, Andrea.
No,
I
Diane,
was
is
thinking,
or ginger ale?
What?
Is
It's-
pop only colas or is it can be like ginger ale?
Anything that, even sparkling water, people will call it pop.
Oh.
I'll have a sparkling, I'll have pop, but I'd like that sparkling water. Pop is like the first word, but it'll be sparkling water. It's funny. We're weird. Let me tell you, it's wide open prairies here. Okay, Robin, you had something?
well, I was thinking that if someone wanted to have a soda / pop,
Mhm.
and I think it was Luke that was saying, have the water, have the pop, but my next thing is have more water. If you finish the
Correct.
soda,
Good.
just
Yeah.
have another glass of water.
Was thinking the same thing, Robin. I was gonna say, Luke, for every kind of sip of soda that you might have or pop that you might have, you then have to follow it with 3 sips of water if you also order water at the same time. So you have that kind of ratio and balance of taking a sip of soda, great, and then also taking a couple sips or 3 sips of water to follow that. That's awesome, though. Yeah. And I know, Mary, you had your hand up. Go right ahead, girl.
Well, I just remembered that I probably had spoken a presentation about health. Like I talked about nutrition and fitness and sleep. And I guess where I was doing so bad, I was talking about health, I was talking about nutrition and how sugar just destroys your body. And so I heard a soda cracked open, and I said, I'm talking about health class and you're drinking pop.
Oh, I appreciate your comments, Mary. That's cute. Very good. You are a very bright young lady. Very bright young lady. Well, anyway, guys, it's a wrap up for tonight. I want to thank everybody. It's great to see everybody. And now I got to go off to the pool because I'm a coach.
Don't fall in.
I won't. Last week I did. I fell in. I
Oh,
felt really
boy.
No, we have these floating docks in our pool because we have a meter pool. And so we have
Really?
20 lanes going widthwise and 50 meters lengthwise. Well, I was walking down the dock and I wasn't paying one bit of attention and was at the edge of it. And I took my next step and I went in the water. I've never seen a place just explode in laughter. They thought it was so fun. My swimmers couldn't even finish practice because they were just laughing so hard. You know, and I got out and thought, okay, I'll just stand here wet. But boy, did I feel stupid. And then they took the video and clipped it off. And now that I'm worried where this thing is going.
Well, that's one way to lighten the mood for practice and training.
Yeah. So I'm sure tonight I'm going to show up and someone's going to have some sort of practical joke. I know it. But anyway, great to see everybody. Mary, Luke, you know, and who else was on?
Brian had joined and Kaylin. Thank you, Mary, so much for coming on.
Great to see you. Yes, I'm sorry I didn't see much of you, but hopefully everybody's back next week. They've got their goals. We can work on that and talk about roadblocks, right, Andrea?
That's right.
That's right. Okay, guys.
Great session. Thank you guys so much for coming. Diane, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Next week. Great job.
Bye.
Bye.